Hey guys, I'm P-Freak. Welcome back to Pokemon White version. Last time, we went over to the Wellspring Cave to defeat some T-Plasma Grunts in order to get back to Little Girl's Pokemon. Then we made it down south, got introduced to Darkgrass by Sharon, then went around to Nacrene City and see what the city had to offer for us. A tiny bit anyways. Then when we tried to enter the gym, we got interrupted by N and had a battle with him. In this part, we're actually back here in Striaton City because there's actually an item I completely forgot that I wanted to grab. Right over here, if you walk to the end over here and check this place, you'll find a Balm Mushroom. Balm Mushroom has no purpose other than to be sold, if I remember correctly. Let's see, yeah. A rare mushroom which gives us a nice fragrance. A maniac will buy it for a high price. So, I want you to pay attention to that. It says a maniac will buy it for a high price. You can, of course, still sell this over at any Pokemon Center and shop or whatever. But you are going to actually want to keep that for a while because that whole maniac will buy for a high price thing is going to become kind of important. Not immediately, it's still going to be a while until it actually does become important, but I figured it'd be a nice thing for us to grab because it is a really high value item that you're definitely going to want to grab, especially if you want some good cash later on. Anyways, welcome back over to Nacrene City. There was a couple things I wanted to do here. Give me just a moment to figure them out again. I believe if we go in here, is it you that we need to talk to? Think you have his Pokedex, isn't it? Wow, cool, you look like a Pokemon. Okay, I'll help you. Which Pokemon did you choose at the beginning of your journey? We chose a Tepig. However, you do not need to answer truthfully here. Basically, whatever you answer, this girl will give you a different item to help your Pokemon. If you answer Snivy, she'll give you a Miracle Seed. If you answer Oshawott, she will give you a Mystic Water. If you answer Tepig, she will give you a Charcoal. What this basically does, what these items do is that they improve the power of Grass, Water, and Fire-type moves respectively by 10%, if I remember. It says 10 or 20. I'll put it on screen what it actually is. So I think I am going to go Tepig, though. There are other ways for you to, of course, get the other items if you need them, but this is just a nice, easy way to do it. You have a Tepig? You have Tepig, that'll give you this. When you let your Pokemon hold it, it can raise the power of Fire-type moves. And we get the Charcoal. Again, raises power by 10-20%. A lot of items have effects when Pokemon hold them, so try and find them. Well, work hard and fill up your Pokedex. Good luck. I am definitely going to give that to Borealis ahead of time. Let's go ahead and do that. Also, you may have noticed that our bag is kind of cluttered and kind of disorganized. Well, they introduced this to Generation 5. You press this button down here, and the items will be sorted into different, I think it's different categories for now. I think in the later games you are able to actually organize them by either different categories or alphabetically, something like that. So we have the held items up here, we have miscellaneous items right here, and we have Pokeballs here at the bottom. Now, thankfully, it's not like Generation 3 and before where you have limited bag space. You don't have limited bag space still, so that's always nice. And it's not just the items bag, the main items bag itself, it's every bag on here. Except the TMs. TMs are already pre-organized to be numerical, so later on, I'm pretty sure they did change it to where the TMs will actually be, you're able to organize them based on their names as well. So it's pretty nice to keep that they changed that. Let's see. Oh, is it you? Hi, do you have a Pokemon called Petalil? Would you like to trade for your Petalil for a Cottonee? I believe I mentioned this previously in the last part, but if you actually capture a Petalil and trade with this lady, she'll give you a Cottonee in return. These are Pokemon that, well, because of this trade, they're not really exclusives, but basically I think you can only find Petalils in the white version and Cottonees in the black version in the wild. It's one of those version exclusive things. Pokemon likes to do version exclusive to encourage trading and stuff, but nowadays it's just kind of annoying, and a lot of people see it as just a way for Pokemon to make more money, which I guess that's fair anyways. But these Pokemon are kind of interesting. If I recall correctly, they will both have modest natures, which raises their special attack and lowers their physical attack, which is good considering that they're special attackers. Kinda. Lilligant is more on the offensive side, while Cottonee is more, or Lilligant is the evolved form of Petalil, sorry, is more on the special side, actual attacking side, while Whimsicott, the evolution of Cottonee, is more on the supportive side. So honestly, if you were going to choose one of them, I'd honestly just stick with the Petalil. Or if you're playing black version, get a Cottonee and grab that Petalil if you need a grass type, which we could always get. Now, we could of course head over to Nacrene City, but another little thing I want to do is actually venture over here to, is this route? No, Pinwheel Forest, the outskirts of Pinwheel Forest. First off, we've talked to this person right here. Yo, traveling trainer, your Pokemon getting stronger? Here, this might come in handy. We get TM94 Rock Smash, which is so good. Kinda. Rock Smash is a move that sometimes reduces your foe's defense stat. It is super effective against normal-type Pokemon, which Gym Lenore likes. Yes, so Rock Smash. Rock Smash kind of has a reputation of being the worst HM move, or at least one of the worst HM moves. However, as you may have noticed, they changed it from an HM to a TM now. So, it's actually not that bad of a move to actually teach Pokemon who's able to, fighting types that are able to learn it early on. It's still really weak, it's only 40 power, but it has a chance to lower the defense stats. And now you don't have to worry about like having your Pokemon on it forever until you can actually make it forget it. Oh, all my Pokemon can actually learn Rock Smash. I actually think I will give it to York. This will actually give York a good thing to deal with Steel types and, do I want to? Yeah. This will be a good thing for York to take care of Steel types and Rock types if we ever encounter those while I'm training up York. And I guess I could also give it to Mantra. I actually did train up Mantra a bit. She's now level 16, and she learned Metal Claw along the way, which is a good move to have for now. It's 50 power, 95 accuracy, and also has a chance to raise the user attack stat, so it's not bad. I'm gonna get rid of Rapid Spin. I don't see myself really using Rapid Spin. It wasn't until Generation 8 where it got buffed to where it also increases the user's speed, so it has, I guess in normal play it doesn't really have that much use. And I guess I will also give it to Borealis. For now, anyways. Yeah, let's get rid of Tackle for now. Alright. Nice. So yeah, again, Rock Smash is a lot better in this generation because it's on HM, so we can just forget these like normal moves, which is nice. Another reason why you want to come over here, though, is as they keep mentioning, Lenore is a normal-type gym leader, and there are actually quite a few fighting types you can find along this route. In addition to that, in certain routes, you might actually find people like this. Are you going deeper into Pinwheel Forest, or to challenge the Rock, or to challenge Rock? Wow. Either way, unless you are tough, you'll be just rooted to the spot. Why can't I speak right now? I mean, yeah, it's late, but come on, it's not that late. Anyways, this is a Pokemon nurse. You can either find Pokemon nurses or Pokemon doctors around in usually long stretches of like explorable land. This is to help the fact that a Pokemon Center might be really far away and you might be low on healing items. So they have these nurses and doctors set up around here so you can just go to them and heal up after you defeat them in battle. So it's a really nice thing that they added in these games. Unfortunately, I think it's only in this generation where that stays a thing. Alright, with that, Borealis grows to level 17. We defeat Nurse Sherry. And at level 17, Tepig evolves. Oh, that's a disgusting cry. Your Borealis evolved into a Pignite. Yes, this is good, and it wants to learn Arm Thrust. This is also really good. And yes, we just did learn Rock Smash. I didn't know how long we were going to actually be keeping it. Where are we going to actually... Yeah. Okay. Actually, let's get rid of Odorous. No. Yeah. Let's get rid of Odorous Sleuth, just in case. I'm so indecisive on this. Anyways, the reason why you might be wondering why I'm so talking about this is because Pignite actually is a firefighting type. Yes, this is the third generation where the fire starter evolves into a firefighting type. Thankfully, this is also the last generation where the fire starter evolves into a firefighting type. It's kind of weird how it was 3 generations in a row where it did that. But it's also really nice because now we have our fighting type to deal with Lenora. So, yeah, I'll get rid of Odorous Sleuth. I'm not going to see myself really using that anytime soon. Don't think we're fighting any ghosts, so... But now that we're done defeating the nurse, she will immediately heal up your Pokemon for free, just like a regular Pokemon Center. So that's nice. Now, you might notice there's nothing blocking our way here. But if we go in, yeah, Team Plasma's being a bitch and blocking us from continuing on into deeper Pinwheel Forest. Oh, there's an item over here. Actually, let's explore this route a bit more. So we find an Ether over here that restores power points to your moves. Each move has a certain amount of power points you can... Perfect. Each move has a certain amount of power points that each one has. I probably didn't brush on it a whole lot, but yeah, like Mud Slap has 10, Rock Smash has 15. Basically, if they run out of power points, you can no longer use that move until you restore the power points. So that's what Ether does. It helps restore those. Think of it sort of like mana in normal RPGs. That was a really nice item, though. It got Mantra up to 2 levels. Now, I have fought a majority of the trainers here. I haven't fought all of them because, well, I was doing training off screen. And, well, I didn't want to actually have Borealis' evolution happen off screen. So there are some more trainers that I will be fighting off screen. I just quickly want to explore around here. There are some more items that we can grab, like an antidote here. Not bad. We won't be dealing... Actually, no, we will be dealing with quite a few poison types relatively soon. I have a super potion. That's always useful. Oh yeah, I also grabbed some other items from around the other towns. I just kind of went back there and grabbed them. So if you see an item in my bag that wasn't there before, it's probably because I grabbed it during that time. We'll walk up here. I believe this is the challenge rock that was previously mentioned. Something like that. There are 2 trainers here that you can fight. They are mostly fighting type users. And I'll introduce you to the 2 kind of, I guess, well-known, or actually a small handful of well-known fighting types known as Sock and Throw, as well as Mienfoo, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure. But if we go down in this direction, there's another item for us to grab, and I'm pretty sure there's a hidden item somewhere in those rocks. We'll grab it later. We get a netball. Ooh, I like the netball a lot. Basically, it has an increased capture rate against water types and bug types. So it's a nice Pokeball to have on you. I believe the capture rate increases to 3 times, which is much better than Ultra Ball, so yeah. Alright, but without any further delay, let's return to Nacrene City, and let's finally enter the gym. Oh, this is a weird-looking gym. And that's a weird-looking Dragonite statue. Wow, whenever I look at the skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome, I'm Haas, the assistant director. Haas? Hayes? Haas. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Haas. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum. This is a skeleton of a Dragon-type Pokemon. There's a theory that it had an accident while it was flying around the world, and so it became a fossil. That's a rather dark theory, to be honest. This rock is amazing. It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. Well, it's an ordinary stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. Then why put it on display? We only have it on display because it's rather pretty. Oh, it's rather pretty to look at. I guess? Sure, whatever you say. Pokemon Gym is just beyond here. At the end of the gym is a very strong and very kind gym leader is waiting. By the way, the gym leader Lenora happens to be my wife. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we have the gym right behind a regular old museum. That's honestly kind of cool. But you didn't show us the stuff over here. Uh-huh, never mind. I see why you didn't show us the stuff over here. Anyways, moving on. Welcome to the gym. Pokemon Gym, where leader waits for the challenger at the Beacon Museum. It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? So, I will give this to you. And he gives us the fresh water, as he typically does. Alright, so all trainers in this gym use normal-type Pokemon. It's just between you and me. Normal-type Pokemon are weak against Fighting-type Pokemon. Around here, Fighting-type Pokemon show up around the Peanut Forest. Now, I will explain the gym itself. In this Pokemon Gym, if you answer questions hidden in the books, you can move forward. For your information, the first book is Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. If you don't know where the book is, please ask anyone. So yeah, basically we're going to be doing a little puzzle about searching for books. I guess it's fitting because we're in a museum and this is supposed to be like a library of sorts. And also, Fighting type is literally normal type's only weakness, so you kind of want a Fighting type at this point. Trust me on that. Anyways, as per usual, I'm going to be fighting all the gym trainers, and all these gym trainers are actually required if I remember correctly, so I'm definitely going to be fighting them, so give me a moment. Alright, so with that trainer out of the way, now we have to look for the book that what is this guy's name is? Whatever. We have to go look for the book he's looking for. This bookshelf is for children's books. Nice to meet you, Pokemon. You want to read this book? Yes, I do. It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokemon for the first time in his life. He's with the small brown Pokemon. Probably Patrat? There's a memo between the pages. Pokemon trainers. I am the gym leader, Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions to come find me? Now, this is the first question. What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is on the bookshelf in the middle row. Now, try to find it. It was a Patrat. This guy had a Patrat, so I guess he was kind of required to deal with. The bookshelf is for Pokemon. Biology of Patrat. Do you want to read this book? Yes, I do. It describes biology of Patrat. They communicate with each other by movement of their tails. Patrat raises its tail when it sees an enemy. Interesting, interesting. It's a memo on the back cover. As I thought, that question was easy. What is the second question? Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? It is. Somebody may be reading it. So I guess we gotta talk to the people who are reading it. You seem like the kind of person who'd be reading a book like that. I see. Oh, did you find a memo and come here to look for this book? What does the memo say? Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive. Is this book the correct answer? I think so. Oh, that's correct. Flame burns inside its body and gives off smoke from its head while it runs. That's exactly how a locomotive works. Well, I'll let you read this book. But before that, it'd be great for my research if we had a Pokemon battle. See, I knew the sciencey person would be reading something like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just remember this gym so well. Return your book to the shelf after reading. This is a rule when you read a book. Alright, thanks for letting me know. This is a bookshelf for general studies. The structure of a locomotive. Do you want to read the book? I guess I have to. The book is about a locomotive. Flame burns inside its body and gives off a smell, but uses steam power. There's a memo on the back cover. It's impressive they found this place. That's what I expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is our third question. If you heat up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? Hint is the bookshelf closer to the entrance than here. If you heat... I already forget the clue. Something about heating up in a pot. Sweets for Pokemon. Do you want to read this book? Sure, why not? It describes delicious sweets made by heating berries in a pot. There's sweets called Poffins, made from berries in the faraway Sinnoh region. Pokemon love them. Oh yeah, we know about Poffins. We couldn't really make it even we know about them. There's a memo on the cover. Did you manage to get here without being tricked by the question? Now, this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, move 1 left, move 2 forward, and move 1 right. And then move 1 backward. Now, where is it? Hint is, find it by yourself. Literally the only option. Yeah, it's literally the only option is to talk to this lady right here. Real quickly, just gonna switch people around because Borealis is level 18, want to keep everyone even as I can anyways. I'm wondering, did you see the last memo and come to me? Okay, I'll give you the last question. Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me? I would hope so, but that's correct. Well, here you go, trainer. You'll meet the gym leader soon. This is the last book. Now, read the last book. Do I have to? Pokemon, the biology of Tepig. Do you want to read this book? It describes the biology of Tepig. Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off flames from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. There's a memo between the pages. You managed to get this yet here. Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. I look forward to our battle. Gym Leader Lenora. There's a switch under the book. And with that, the bookshelf moves, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's like a secret little secret agent thing. And I do like the little detail that they actually have a little metal casing there to show where, like, oh, and the books fall off too. That's pretty cool. Wow, hidden staircase. But yeah, the little metal thing, metal railing, I guess you could say. Anyways, I'm gonna go heal up real quickly, and then we're gonna finally take on our gym leader. Alright, now that everyone's all nice and healed up, and without any further delay, let's head on down. You are definitely going to want to save before this, trust me. Welcome. The director of the Nacrene Museum and the Nacrene Gym's leader is me, Lenora. Well then, Challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you've so lovingly raised. Sure, you could totally say I lovingly raised these Pokemon. Anyway, this is our second gym battle already. I know it's only been, what, 1-2 episodes since the last one? We're gonna be fighting Lenora. Lenora has an interesting history. Her sprite here actually had to, like, change. Like, it's... Oh, I forgot Herdier has Intimidate, right. Its portrayal here had to actually change in the anime because of a stereotype for African Americans, specifically African American older women. So, where instead of having the what is it called again? The apron. Instead of having the apron in front of her, she actually had to sling the apron behind her back to avoid, I believe it was the nanny stereotype. So, kind of an interesting thing. That's all I can really think about Lenora. Other than that, she seems like a pretty cool character to me. Now, with that move, I'm starting to see the kind of trainer you are. Yeah. Oh my god, that actually sounds so bad because I had to sacrifice just a Pokemon I had in the back just so I could refresh the attack. My attack stat from the Intimidate. Anyways, you might be wondering, why did I have both Rock Smash and Arm Thrust? Well, the thing is that Arm Thrust theoretically could have more power than Rock Smash if I managed to land 3 or more, but otherwise Rock Smash is just more consistent. What I think I'm actually going to do here, though, is that I'm going to set off some flame charges. I think I could probably take a few... yeah, I can take a takedown or two. Which is fine, as long as this next takedown doesn't crit me. Or she might even heal up Herdier here, so I'm going to do another flame charge. Oh, no, she didn't. They were already faster than Herdier, so that's good. Maybe this will actually KO it. Nice. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was not the Pokemon I'm afraid of, though. I'm afraid of her next Pokemon. Got level 19, though, so that's pretty good. Her next Pokemon is Watchog. Watchog is the Okay, I thought I was going to freeze again there. Sorry about that. No matter how grim the situation, I'll use my research skills to find a winning strategy. Watchog is the evolution of Patrat. Yes, we have a fully evolved Pokemon already. And to make things even worse, Watchog has the move Retaliate. Retaliate is a normal type move that does more damage if it's used immediately after a ally faints. So yeah, you get normal stab on top of that. So basically, if you're not prepared, you're basically going to have whatever Pokemon you have out right now get KO'd. So I don't think Borealis is going to survive this, but I'm definitely going to try the Arm Thrust to see what luck I can get. That's why I wanted to get the speed up, too. Got 3, 4. Ah, damn. Oh, it didn't use Retaliate. Huh. Wow, that's a really missed opportunity there. You would have 100% KO'd Borealis if you just used Retaliate there. Walchog isn't really too threatening, I guess. It's more just annoying, if anything. Because it has Hypnosis, it also knows, it's either Super Fang or Hyper Fang. One of those two moves basically takes your matched HP, or it takes your current HP and cuts it in half, so no matter what HP you're at. But it also has Retaliate, but that was surprisingly easy. I had a hard well, I guess that's what happens when you actually get fully prepared. Smog. Smog is not a great move, to be honest. It's a poison-type move that only has 20% 20 power and 70% accuracy. It may also poison the target and it's a special attack, so yeah, we're not giving that to Borealis. Maybe it had better accuracy, but yeah, we're gonna give up on Smog. That was surprisingly easy. My theory about you was correct. You're more than just talented, you're motivated. I salute you. Yeah, normally Lenore's a lot more difficult than this. She's often thought to be the hardest hardest gym battle to deal with. But I guess it's like the hardest one if you're not fully prepared, and we chose Pignite, or we chose Tepig as our first starter, which eventually, yeah, okay, whatever. Your fighting style is so enchanting. It is charming. You are a Pokemon trainer worthy of receiving this basic badge. Now, weirdly enough, I think Normal type, actually, I don't know, Normal types kind of seem like they'd be a great, like, first type to deal with in gym battles, typically. But at the same time, they only have one weakness, so they could also be really difficult. If you have 2 badges, trade Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. Here, that's the one you have to TM. And we get the TM that we never saw, Retaliate. Retaliate does a lot more damage if an ally fainted the turn before you use it. If you master the timing, you can defeat even strong opponents. Here. Oh boy, doesn't sound like something's fun's going on. Tears, come quickly. Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones. What's going on? Piefert, you come too. Oh, she just zoomed out of there. Looks like Team Plasma is up to no good once again. But I think we're gonna call things here for now. There's gonna be definitely a lot more storyline after this, so I don't want to start a storyline and stop in the middle of it. So I think that's gonna be it for now. We managed to explore around here in Nacred City and got our second gym badge already in a fight that I thought was gonna take much longer. So that's gonna be it for now. If you like what you do, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media links. All that will be in the description. Next time, we're out to see what exactly Team Plasma is up to this time. Liberate Pokemon my ass, they're just another evil team. I'll see you guys then.